Thank you so much for being with us. I know it's early for you, but talk to me about Saturday night. Why is this a must-watch?
This is a must-watch because you have one guy that wants to prove to the world that he's able to jump weight classes and be up there with the likes of a Sugar Ray Leonard, like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Roy Jones, and so many others that have jumped different weight classes and tested their skills. This is a must-see because, both guys are relentless. One guy, power puncher, heavy hitter. Another guy would never quit and come straight ahead with the will to win. So when you got two guys like this in both with that killer attitude, it's going to be a great fight.
He's the most exciting because he is vulnerable, because he's not unbeatable. He's got crazy fast twitchies, he can box, but he's so aggressive and he's vulnerable enough to counters that it's actually excitement.
Floyd Mayweather and Max Kellerman talked about one of the biggest fights expected in 2026. Floyd showed clear support for Shakur and described him as the better overall fighter. He highlighted Stevenson's top-level defense, smart ring awareness, and well-rounded abilities, and even called him the #1 fighter in his division.
You got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
At the same time, Max Kellerman questioned Shakur Stevenson by saying he is naturally smaller than many fighters in the division and is not recognized for having strong knockout power.
Division belt holder, but he's the naturally smaller guy moving up. He's not a big punch.
Kellerman said Teofimo Lopez is the more entertaining fighter than Shakur because of his explosive approach and unpredictable nature. He also explained that the fact Stevenson has the talent to defeat him makes the matchup even more exciting to watch.
There's a chance the other guy can win, and that makes it even more exciting, to say nothing of the pace he sets, the level of action, the level of bombs that are thrown as he fights better opposition, the number that will be coming back at him. Yeah, he's guaranteed thrills for the...
Co-host Stephen A. Smith also pushed back against Floyd Mayweather's opinion. He pointed to Lopez's strong showing against Vasily Lomachenko and said the performance proved his level. Based on that fight, he stated Teofimo Lopez would be his pick against Shakur Stevenson.
He's a champion. He's got a lot of heart. I respect where you're coming from with him because he's up there. But when I think about Lopez and what we saw against Lomachenko, we saw his boxing ability, we saw his elusivity, and we know what he's got in terms of power in both hands, and he comes forward. It ain't like he backs up. He stalks you too, and he comes to finish you. When I think about Tyson comparisons, when I think about knockout power, when I think about excitement, when I think about those things, I think about Teofimo Lopez. That would be my choice.
Kellerman asked Floyd Mayweather why he thinks Shakur Stevenson is more popular with fans. He wanted to know what makes the audience relate to Shakur more than Teofimo Lopez.
You think he's been able to connect with a crowd because he draws real crowds when he fights. That's hard to do in boxing. He gets announced at Ravens games and then he gets a big ovation, right? And now he's already fighting on pay-per-view.
His aura, people like him. At Main Street, he got a boyish look. He's very marketable. As far as when you look at him, he's marketable, but when the bell rings, he's a killer, and that's what people want to see.
In an interview with Max Kellerman, Teofimo Lopez said he is completely prepared to face Shakur Stevenson. He showed strong belief in his training power and game plan and made it clear that he is driven and ready to prove himself in this high-stakes fight.
With this type of fight and this type of magnitude of a fight, I have everything and all the attributes to beat this guy. This is great, man. This is great for the sport. We're both going to come into our 16th fight, and this right now is huge.
While talking about a potential fight with Shakur Stevenson, Lopez said he is open to the battle of different styles. He pointed to his aggressive power punching style against Shakur's technical defensive skills and described it as a very exciting challenge.
You are a big lightweight compared to him, but you like to mix it up. It's not like you have the longest reach and like to box from outside. You like to fight. How do you see this as a matchup of styles?
Style-wise and everything, I know, they call them high tech. They do all those things like that. But I'm the type of fighter that I'll bring it to you. I bring the fight to you. And, I look for
Floyd Mayweather has always respected Shakur Stevenson's ability, often praising his talent, defense, and ring intelligence. He even mentioned that he would have gladly brought Shakur into his promotional company.
Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want, and make the fights happen that he wants.
Showing that same belief, Stevenson stays composed in pre-fight interviews and makes it clear that his focus is not on talk or building hype. His main goal is to put on a dominant performance, protect his titles, and clearly show his ability inside the ring.
See you. A lot of talk about this fight with Teofimo Lopez, but the main thing is, what are you expected to see from Teofimo Lopez? Anything you haven't seen before from him?
Nah, he the truth. I understand what I'm getting myself into. I know that he's a great fighter. I believe that I'm the better fighter. So at the end of the day, come January 31st, we're going to find out. A
lot of people, when they talk about their opponents, look to disparage them. You don't want to do that. You just call them the truth. You respect him as a fighter. What do you expect about him?
At the end of the day, I'm an honest fighter. I sit down, I watch, and I see who's good and who's not. And when I watch him, I think he's a great fighter. So me being honest with you, that's all cool. But at the end of the day, once again, I will come out victorious.
Big narratives surrounding the last fight with the whole Tom and Jerry aspect of it. We're expecting to see you stand in front of Teofimo Lopez. And
I can't tell y'all how I'm going to fight. Why would I tell you? If I tell you, that means I'm telling him. So at the end of the day, it'll be a surprise for him. And just come in on fight night and I'll be ready.
Hey, who else?
This is Johnny Boy. What do you do better than Tio?
I'm the better fighter.
Molly Scott analyzed Shakur's fighting style and advised Teofimo Lopez not to fall into Stevenson's defensive strengths. She encouraged Teo to assert himself in the fight instead of getting stuck in technical exchanges that play to Shakur's advantage.
Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. And right now I'm going to break down what Shakur does very well, but also what Teo needs to avoid, and why this has all the makings of being an all-time great fight. We're just going to start with the southpaw jab in the lab from my perspective in full detail. Shakur has one of the best jabs in the business, in my opinion, especially from a southpaw standpoint, because what he do as fighters has this rocky, back and forth place before they about to do offense. Shakur always catches it and hits you with the beautiful jab right there. He has a great measure of distance with it. And like I said, he has good timing with it because he catch. When a guy wants to attack, you're rocking, you want to be front foot heavy, and the jab get there every time. He catches guys the minute that they want to attack from their front foot, and he stopped their momentum with that very quick, snappy jab from a southpaw standpoint. This is something that Teo have to avoid, that quick jab. As you can see here, when Teo was going against Ortiz, he fighting the southpaw with your lead hand down. That's a tragedy. Why is it a tragedy? Because you're closer to their lead hand, and don't forget, guys, I just told you, Shakur has a very, very good jab. So that means Teo lead hand down, going into offense against Shakur, going with his lead hand down, he's open for the jab. And we all know that's one of Shakur's best.
Many boxing experts say the Stevenson versus Lopez fight is an exciting matchup fans have been waiting for. While the different styles promise a thrilling contest, the promotion so far hasn't reflected just how big this fight really is.
Any thoughts on the fight next Saturday with Teo and Shakur?
Whoever God wants to win. But it's that's a great fight for boxing, because it's a fight that's long, it's one of those fights that's been long overdue, that people have been waiting for it to be made. And
with the fight now confirmed and excitement growing, boxing experts have shared their views. Jiren Ennis gave his take on the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez matchup, offering both a prediction and breakdown. He thinks Stevenson will control the fight and gave him a 9-3 advantage, citing Shakur's mental focus and expert distance management as key factors that let him set the pace and gradually limit Lopez's attacks.
Facing Teofimo Lopez, a guy that, you were in talks about fighting before you jumped to 54. What'd you think of that fight?
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Two top guys fighting each other. I think Shakur gonna cook him. I ain't gonna lie. I think Shakur gonna cook him 9-3.
9-3?
Yeah.
Now, you talking about is it competitive early or is it just?
It might be competitive early, but I think Shakur just gonna start breaking him down mentally and stuff like that. I don't think T.O. mentally there sometimes.
What is it about Shakur that's difficult?
I just think with these guys, I think Shakur he knows his distance well, and I don't think the other guys can reach him or capitalize off of it.
He also mentioned that a stoppage could happen, highlighting how unpredictable boxing can be. Lopez might struggle if Stevenson keeps up the pressure. Ennis advises Stevenson to stick to his strengths, follow his own style, and tune out outside criticism. By keeping his approach simple and executing his plan, Stevenson can win convincingly while avoiding unnecessary risks.
Same decision. Could a stoppage be on the table? Because you said frustrate him.
Yeah, for sure. A stoppage is always in the works. These guys fighting with 8 ounces on no headgear. Anything can happen in boxing.
So what does Shakur have to do to be successful against a TL?
Just be himself. Be him. Don't listen to the crowd. Don't listen to these fans. Don't listen to these haters and these saying daughters. Just be him. Do what he do best, and that's one.
Yeah. Is that a situation where you keep it simple, keep it boring?
Keep it simple and win. That's all. Get home safely to your family, bro. Keep it simple and just win.
Is this the kind of fight dudes like Shakur, dudes like Devin, Gervonta, y'all get a lot of criticism for it seems like performances, opponents, etc. Is this the performance or is this the fight that'll shut up the naysayers?
For Shakur?
Yeah.
I would say yeah, but you're gonna always have them people in the background saying they're gonna try to downplay his.
Regis Prograis recently shared a bold prediction for the Stevenson versus Lopez fight, saying he thinks Shakur Stevenson will mentally outmatch Teofimo Lopez. Prograis noted that while Lopez is athletic and can shine in key moments, he often struggles with consistency and mental challenges in fights, which could benefit Stevenson. He explained that Shakur's disciplined approach, sharp counterpunching, and steady performance can frustrate Lopez and wear him down mentally. Prograis predicts Stevenson will pull ahead after the early rounds and win clearly on points as Lopez struggles to adjust when his power shots don't land.
We were at the gym the other day about the fight and stuff like that. He was like, man, he was talking about Tio, and he was like, man, Shakur's never fought nobody like Tio. He's never fought nobody that fast. He's never fought nobody that explosive, that powerful. And when Shakur gets hit, what's gonna happen? I just feel like Shakur is defensively, he's really, really good as a southpaw defensively, but Tio is nice too. Tio is a real nice fighter. I just say Shakur because I think that with Tio, bro, we just don't know what Tio gonna show up. Sometimes Tio is mentally, he does shine in big fights. That's one thing about Tio. With Josh Taylor, with Lomachenko, he shined in those big fights and stuff like that. But then sometimes he'll struggle. Of course, he lost against Kambosos. All this stuff was going on with Claggett, with Sandor Martin. And he got other people that he kind of struggled with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that. But Shakur, I think that Shakur could break mentally. I think Shakur could.
Regis Prograis also admits there is a real chance Teofimo Lopez could get a knockout, particularly in the early rounds. He points out that Lopez's strength and punching power make him a serious threat. If Teo connects cleanly, his explosive punches could turn the fight around and possibly stop Stevenson before the final bell.
When you're not hitting nobody, you missing, they just tagging you or something, you could break them. But at the same time, yes, I think that Teo could potentially. He's sharp, he's fast, and he hits hard too. So it'll be a good fight. I just think that. I don't know. I just think that's Shakur. It'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. Bro, if Tio could beat Shakur, I'll be shocked, basically. Because I think Shakur is supposed to win.
Is Teo the type of, with his style? Because he's got to be one of the most athletic fighters like in the world right now.
Yeah.
So is he the type of guy where it's just like, yeah, his athleticism, he'll throw some shit at you where you just do not see it coming. That's maybe the type of style where it's just like, Shakur's amazing defensively, but damn, maybe he didn't see this coming, didn't see that coming. His punch.
The ones that hurt you, the ones that knock you out, the ones you don't see coming is the ones that knock you out. So that's a possibility for sure. That's definitely a possibility.
Teofimo Lopez made it clear that his top priority is defending his world title against Shakur Stevenson. He says his aim isn't just to be in the fight, but to keep his belts and continue building his legacy at 140 pounds. Lopez shows respect for Stevenson as a fighter, but strongly believes in his own skills, calling himself the better athlete. He explains that while fans and analysts debate styles or knockouts, he plans to let his abilities show on fight night. Lopez adds that trying too hard to force a knockout can backfire, so he prefers to stay disciplined, ready, and let opportunities come naturally.
Jitters, just like I said, man, focused, ready to do what I got to do, my assessment on my part Saturday night, and we will be victorious.
For the win of this fight, where do you think that takes him? Pound for pound, let's just in general with boxing fans.
It's up to you all. You guys got that power. For me, my power is just to do what I got to do on that night, Saturday night against Shakur Stevenson, and keep my belts, retain my belts, defend my belts, and just keep it moving. Yes, sir. Any other questions?
Will it be Theo bring the pain Lopez night?
Yeah, we bringing the pain, man. Bring back the pain. So that's what we're doing, man. We bringing the pain, and also
Lopez sees his fight with Shakur as a major event, on the level of some of boxing's most memorable matchups. He recognizes the hype, media coverage, and fan expectations that come with a fight of this scale, knowing it could shape his career and legacy. Despite that, Teo stresses staying focused and ignoring outside distractions or opinions. He concentrates only on what he can control. For him, this fight is not just a challenge but a chance to strengthen his reputation and cement his place among the sport's top fighters.